So today we are talking about building conversational analytics for Saudi Arabia rather than just prototyping Western developed tools. And the reason I'm talking about Saudi Arabia is because I'm really interested in understanding the Saudi Arabian market. I'm personally very excited about if there's an opportunity for me to move to Saudi Arabia in the next couple of years or sooner. So I'm really trying to understand the market dynamics. And my area of interest has always been conversational intelligence. So let's try and look into some language architecture. So the modern Standard Arabic differs sharply from Gulf and other dialects, and the customers speak dialect when documents use MSA, for example. There is heavy code switching between Arabic and English, mid sentences, and often mid word for technical terms. There is right to left rendering and multiple orthographic variants of the same words that break naive tokenization, to be honest. So Arabic written in Latin script with numerals and is common in chat and social channels. So if you want to look into regulatory and data residency, you have PDPL that requires local processing and restricts cross-border transfers. So a SaaS tool routing data to US or EU regions is non-compliant by default. So basically, if your application is running on Azure or AWS outside the country, in Saudi Arabia, for example, you are non-compliant automatically. So there is something called SADAIA, SDAIA, and CST rules that govern AI deployment and telecoms data. And there is a SAMA framework, SAMA framework, that applies for financial services. It's on outsourcing in cloud conditions, and there are like alternatives to the UK or EU GDPR as well. And then there is national data governance and term regulations that classify data by sensitivity, which shapes what can be logged at all. And there are cultural and semantic context as well, semantic models trained on Western corpora misread indirectness, religious expressions as well, and politeness formulas as neutral or ambiguous. So you need to be careful on that. And gender, family, and hospitality framing shift what counts as satisfaction signals. So there is a cultural and semantic context that's totally different. And then there is operational calendars, like over here we have different calendars, and over there in Saudi Arabia we have Hijri dates alongside Georgian, like Ramadan and Hajj demand cycles, Thursday to Friday weekends, prayer time, call gaps. So there are like seasonality models, calibrated on Western cycles, produce false anomalies if we use the tools from outside, from the West actually. And there's a market structure. There's a Vision 2030 giga projects, the government digital services, and a young mobile force population, which creates channel mixes, WhatsApp dominance, this Absure, the Wakalna. So those Western tools do not integrate with it at all. And the local procurement favors in-kingdom vendors, and localization requirements affect contract eligibility. It's a big problem. If you're not registered or licensed in Saudi Arabia, it's very, very difficult to work with the government organization in Saudi. And you need to have employees there as well. Talent and feedback loops. So annotation quality depends on native dialect speakers, which means building labeling operation locally rather than outsourcing to countries like US, UK, or India, for example. A local build compounds a proprietary dialect corpus, which a licensed foreign tool never gives you. So here's my take on Saudi Arabia and the conversation analytics that needs to be built in Saudi Arabia rather than incorporated or deployed or brought in from outside in the West.